Aloha everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sailing Kalea. In this episode, we'll chat a little bit about our electric propulsion experience over the past 2 months, and a friend from home comes to visit, so we'll go on some of our favorite hikes around Oahu. Hi, I'm Christy and this is Dave. We live on Oahu and this is our sailboat. We're excited to share our experience sailing around the islands with you. Welcome aboard, Kalea. This is Oahu, and down here is Honolulu, where our boat and Dave and I live. Our plan for today is to motor to Waikiki and possibly anchor, depending on the swell, to test our motor range. I'm using the app Aquamap, and so far it's been great. The first downloadable grid was free and covers all of Oahu, so that was nice. So the plan is to motor about 6 nautical miles to Waikes and motor sail back to Kehi Lagoon. Lose it? Oh! Oh! Wow.
Wow, they're putting towards it. Yeah.
Look! Wow, that's crazy! Waikes is on the southern shore of Oahu and is generally protected from trades due to Diamond Head, but is open to south swells. I believe you can anchor no closer than 1/2 mile off of Waikiki Beach, so we anchored right in front of the Sheraton and spent a few hours just cruising. There was an off-season swell and it was pretty choppy, so we all decided to motor back and got back right before sunset. Keone and Liv caught Hawaiian needlefish, or AHA. Hold it up. Motoring over 2 Waikes from Kehi Lagoon, we had about probably like a 10 knot headwind about, and we were motoring maybe 2.5 knots, which doesn't sound like a lot, so it took us probably about 2.5 hours to get there. So by the time we got to Waikiki, the battery bank had depleted about
40%.
40%, yeah. So we had 60% left. Now we have lithium iron phosphate batteries, and with these types of batteries, you can deplete them to 0%.
When we go back, we're going downwind with our motor, so we're using less battery. So that's, when you look at it, it's really not that bad. We decided to test our motor range again, just to double check everything was going to go well. And things didn't turn out so well. Okay, let's go from the top. So we motored again 6 nautical miles all the way from Kehi Lagoon to Waikiki Beach, and we had 68% of our battery capacity left. We spent the day free diving. We were surrounded by other sailboats. Honestly, we were just having such a great time. At that time, we're getting new sails, so I think we had our jib up, but our main, we didn't have up. Plus, we didn't want to sail. We didn't want to put stress on the yeah, they took the main to measure it.
So we had a great day. We were diving. We decided to leave around probably like 4 o'clock. It might have been 5. On our way back, right before we got to the mouth of the channel, we decided to motor sail, and then it was really gusty, and at that point it was totally dark. The sun had already set. So we were like, okay, let's just put away the jib.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't sail in there anyways. One, it was too dark.
And we had never
The channel was really narrow, and there's so many lights behind the important lights that you need to watch out for that it kind of just blends together and you don't know what you're looking at. So you really need an iPad or some sort of nav.
Thank God we
chart
had the
plotter
iPad.
thing. as soon as that sun set, the battery capacity went from 68% to 42%, and 38%, 35%. And then the wind got stronger, and the current got stronger, and it didn't feel like we were moving at all. And then it went to 20%. And then I was like, hang on now, I don't think we're gonna make it. And we got to the first buoy, right at the entrance of the channel, like closest to the marina, closest to the mountains, and our battery capacity said 4%. So I said, cut it, like that's it. Somebody's gotta drop the anchor. And then nobody really moved. And I was like, Aiden, go drop the anchor right now. And then I was like, Dave, focus on driving. And I felt like I had to focus on figuring out what was wrong with the batteries. When there was nothing wrong, we just had depleted them, you know?
We called Boat Tow US. They told us there was no one available.
The only thing that I thought to do was go on the radio on channel 16.
At 7:34 Hawaiian Standard Time, Coast Guard received a report of a 25-foot height.
And I was like, hi there, my name is Christy.
02 north.
I have a 25-foot Pacific Sea crab.
6 west. They have
And our motor died. We're stuck right at the beginning of KaHi Lagoon Channel.
respond and give an estimated time of arrival. This is United States Coast Guard.
And, you know, keep in mind, I'm very nervous. Yeah, so I said, so if there's anyone in KaHi Lagoon that could tow us back to our slip less than 2 minutes away, that would be great. Thank you.
We just started waving at all the boats passing by because there were like little skiffs and like little boats, but most of them just like passed by, didn't even look at us, even though we had flashing lights. Luckily one person came over, they
Very
helped
nice
us out,
couple.
and yeah, they towed us back to our slip.
Yeah, I felt so bad and I was so embarrassed. But the next day we went back to the boat to check on everything and the batteries were at 100%. I don't really think it makes sense. I don't really know how that's possible, but that's what it said. So I don't know if we should necessarily trust that. You know, but yeah, that was our second experience testing the range of our motor.
There's one thing that works perfectly. It is our anchor.
Yeah, our anchor's great.
Can't complain.
We took a break from sailing too far because I'd gotten really busy with grad school and Dave had just picked up a new internship. So for a solid month or so, we were just doing sunset sails and cruising in KaHi Lagoon with our friends. So with my first semester of grad school complete, Dave finishing up his 2-month internship, and our friend from back home coming out to visit, we were ready to get back into sailing and hiking.
What a time to be alive.
Captain Dave.
Should be light winds today. Trade winds, 16 knots.
Got no wind, so we're motor sailing.
It's on the way.
A guy went missing yesterday. He was, what, free diving with his buddy?
Yeah.
And they got separated, and now there's like a bunch of Coast Guard helicopters and boats looking out for him. Hopefully they find him. That's so scary.
I think they could have sent straight up.
We're turning around and we're gonna go on a hike instead. We woke up early to hike Crouching Lion on the windward side.
can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering how the world keeps on spinning, kinda scared of living when it unfolds. Hard to see the light when everything is silent, waiting for the clear. Thankful I'm alive, but terrified of dying. But hey, I'm still here. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control. There's something.
Today we're doing Makapu'u tide pools.
Listen, I can see the light, but I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away.
Today, Dave and I are going to go on a day sail, have some lunch, talk about what we like and dislike about our electric motor, and we're going to test out our new set of sails from North Sails. So we have a camera mount, but the camera's too heavy for it.
What kind of stop knot is this? Stop knot.
He got a new job and now he thinks he can like teach me all the new things, which I'm very grateful for, but he's like, what kind of stop knot is this? You're not cleating right.
No, but really, it's a stop knot.
That looks a lot nicer. Yeah, what's it like having an emission-free boat? Honestly.
Working on a sailboat is super fun, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Having an emission-free boat is nice. I think if you had two sources of energy input, so right now we only have one, which is solar, and it's only one panel, but you know, nothing ever shades it, and because we live in Hawaii, we just get so much sun, so it's a good source for now. But at night, you know, you can't really use that motor, especially if there's a current and you know, strong headwind. So I think in retrospect, if you have to choose between electric and diesel, and you think that electric is the only way to go, which is how we thought, just because we're very like eco-friendly minded all the time, you should really consider the actual impact that you're making and the actual difference that you're going to be making. Like all the shipping that it took for the batteries to get here, I don't know how they harvested the lithium batteries, you know, I don't know how much energy and you know, stuff went into that. I think that the electric world has a long way to go. Like a very, very long way to go.
Solar can only be so efficient. Wind can only be so efficient.
Yeah. You know, I'm happy that we go out every day and I don't pollute, you know what I mean? I don't like send out any diesel emissions into the universe. You know, I'm happy that nothing we have except for that outboard, which we literally never use. You know, I'm happy right now that we're pretty much emission free. But yeah, I think the boat industry has especially the boat industry, has a very long way to go with electric propulsion and just being eco-friendly. Turtle! Yeah. Anyway,
Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for not posting for the last 3 months. We've been so busy with life. It's been a full year now since we've had Kalea, and most of the heavy lifting is done. Now all we have left to do is sail. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment below.